Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from datingwright.
Studies show that men in relationships spend an extra $15,000 or more per year when in a
Per year? $15,000? That's a nice used car.
relationship.
I can see that.
That means paying for dates, helping out with bills, funding a woman's maintenance, and things like
Extra
that.
$15K.
Yeah.
What has been your biggest financial mistake?
My ex-girlfriend.
Oh, okay. In what way?
Vacations and, just dinners. Just
Okay.
didn't work out.
So now just pay for less vacations and dinners?
Yeah, stay single.
Stay single. Okay, that's the advice.
I'm financially celibate.
Oh wow, you're financially celibate.
I'm waiting until marriage until I spend on somebody. So when it comes to intimacy, obviously you told me that you're celibate, right? You're waiting until marriage.
Yes, I'm abstinent.
You're abstinent. Okay. So what's the difference?
See, I think it's a perfect segue from when women say it. When women say, oh, I'm celibate, and then you can go back, oh, you know what? Me too. I'm financially celibate.
So celibacy is when you don't plan on ever having sex. Abstinence is when you are waiting until marriage to have sex.
Okay. Because I'm financially celibate.
Oh wow, you're financially celibate.
I'm waiting until marriage until I spend on somebody.
That's your preference?
Well, yeah, do you think that works?
For you?
Like, if you're abstinent, but I'm over here just spending and is literally just trying to woo you, try to pursue you, you get the security and then we get your body.
So a man courting a woman, a man taking a woman on a date, it's not a transaction for sex. That's new age prostitution.
Then it's not a transaction for a free meal.
I believe that a man should court a woman, and if it costs you a date, if it costs you an experience, that's just what it costs.
Hey, one thing's for sure, two things for certain. When women go low, men are going down to Hades. Hey, whoever sat in their room in the quiet depths of their mind and came up with the term financial celibacy is the GOAT.
Damn, is that a queen approaching? What's happening?
Is this a Tesla?
Yeah, it's a Tesla,
How you
yeah.
do this?
Oh, you got it, yeah, you click it like that. Then you learn fast.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, I see you. Big baller.
That's my nickname.
40 for GA, 80 for VIP.
40 for GA, 80 for VIP?
Yes.
I will take 2 general admissions. That's like
You funny. We're going to do VIP. Okay.
VIP?
Yeah.
You do this all the time? That's what you used to?
Yeah, all the time. It's fun. You're going to love it.
What shot you want?
I don't want a shot. Let's get the whole bottle.
The bottle is $1,200.
That's not that much.
I don't know. I don't even drink for real.
Yeah, I'm going to help you.
That's like rent though. Like that's half a rent.
It's not that bad.
This is obviously a skit, but this is exactly how women work men. Nice men. Good men.
Dang, everybody got a section.
Yeah, I know it's packed.
I'm not used to just standing on the floor with everybody,
You want me to get you a seat or something?
No, we should get a section.
How much is the section?
It's like 1,000, but nothing more than 1,000.
It's a lot on the first date.
No, it's not. It's only 1,000.
Hey, let me go to the bathroom. I'll hit you right back.
Okay.
Bro, a -$3, man.
Just because you fly me out, don't mean we doing nothing crazy.
Oh, you don't gotta worry about that. I'm celibate.
Ooh, I didn't know you were holding back on sex, period.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Huh?
Yeah, nah, what I'm practicing is financial celibacy.
What?
Yup, I've been tricked in
Like I said, I think it's a good comeback for the women that really want to use men for money. Oh, okay, you want to use me for money?
January, February, March, shit. 3 months now, so trying to stay strong,
So you're not gonna break it for me?
I don't know, my wallet's just been getting cracked, busted open left and right. I've been giving it up way too easy just for them to leave after,
True.
It's honestly traumatizing, and I have to help.
Guys, there's a new trend online that got women pissed in the comments. And before we get into this, I just want to let men know that if KS...
And I covered this with P's World, and P's World kind of took it to another direction of being so like, oh, it's not going to work on women. We know it's not going to work on women, dumbass. We know. If you don't pay for women, they're not going to be okay with it majority of the time, unless you're some Chad Roan out there. But I think it's a fun thing to deal with when it comes to women like this.
KS could have saw this, he would be very proud. It looks like the women have actually pushed men too far this time, and men are using the ultimate Uno reversal.
And it's exactly what it is. It's just a Uno reversal from what they always say to us And we're just gonna say it right back to them.
Broke. I'm actually financially celibate. So no, I will not be paying those bills. Please respect my religious views. Please respect, it's my religion.
You aren't buying this for me, baby.
Ooh, I would, but I'm financially celibate right now, saving my money for marriage.
Sorry.
Since women love to make up new words when it comes to dating, I'm going to make one up too. From now on, I'm going to be financially celibate. That means I will no longer be spending money on a woman unless we are in a long-term, healthy relationship or we are married.
Bitches be, oh, I'm celibate, I'm saving my body till marriage. Bitch.
Man wasted $3,200 plus a year on girl who never became long-term. Never became long-term. Invested in yourself. No, returns last longer. Build gardens, the butterflies will come. That's a funny way to say it, but how much you spending, bro?
I'm financially celibate then. Saving my pockets till marriage, ho. How about that?
So this woman texted me, right? And she asked me, she was like, hey, what you doing there? I told her, nothing, just finish up my last investment meeting for a day. And she was like, do you want to go out to have some food and drinks? I know that she don't want the same thing I want. I know she really don't want love. She just want entertainment experience, or she just wants something to just waste time. I told her, I'm sorry, but I want to let you know I'm financially celibate. And she's like, what do that mean? I was like, I'm not spending no money. I'm not paying for no dates. I'm not paying for no drinks or no type of lifestyle unless I know that the woman I'm dealing with is committed and want the same thing I'm dealing with. Then she hit me with that, never mind. And I was like, okay, I'm cool with that. But y'all gotta realize, being financially celibate is one of the most important things when you want somebody serious. Because that you can differentiate the difference between somebody who do and don't. Listen.
This man got a right to feel this way. This is his preference. So why wouldn't a woman respect that? If you truly interested in him, you would pay for a date or two, and maybe he'll pay for a date or two.
Yeah, and if they don't really want to deal with you, then we already know they don't like us like that. Then we move on.
But at least make it even. It's an awesome way for men to stop wasting their time with women who are not even interested in them.
So you just gonna pay for pussy for the rest of your life?
I'm paying the whole. Yeah, because relationships do not work for me.
I just can't understand why you saying this morning.
I won't be heartbroken, no feelings, hurt, none of that. I paid the whole.
Pops has been through it. He's just ready to pay and go.
After I paid the whole, get what I want, they go their way, I go my way. I'm paying it the whole.
I think a brother came up with this concept called financial celibacy. Men, stop being with your money. Save it for someone to show.
We are quite whores with our money sometimes. I admit it.
They are worthy of that kind of commitment.
So be transparent and upfront that you're being celibate so that the woman isn't surprised. But then at the same time, don't shame her if she decides to opt out of it because she's like, I'm good.
I agree. If you do want to play this game and she says, I don't want to deal with it, you don't. Well, just push on, move on. Don't have to say anything.
That's right. Tell her that up front, the same way that she would tell you sex is off the table up front.
Correct.
Y'all done pushed the envelope so hard. This man just came up with a new concept now. I am financially celibate now. Hey, that marriage age expectancy is about to go up to like 50. I swear to goodness, the next step is women are about to start proposing to men. I bullshit you not. Mark my words, by 2030.
I mean, bro, they already proposed to themselves and marry themselves. I don't think it's too far off.
We gonna have the average woman getting down on one knee proposing to men. I promise, if y'all don't stop this, whatever movement is going, I don't know what's going on in the world, but this nigga came saving my money for marriage.
Yo, man introduces a new dating concept of financial celibacy. Yo, I've been saying this for the longest time. The same way that, you know, the only way a woman can truly know if a man is truly for them is by keeping their legs closed. Same thing applies to men. Fellas,
that makes sense.
If you want to know if she's truly for you, keep your wallets closed.
Ladies, if a man says he's financially celibate, how would you take that? Because to me, off rip, it sounds funny.
Sure.
But the more you think about it,
the more it makes sense, because we all know in the dating world, a woman bases her worth for a man on how much he may really like her based off of sexual attraction. And a woman might go out with a guy and be like, you know what, I wonder if this guy really likes me, or does he just want to sleep with me? So she's not going to sleep with him at first, so she could try to gauge whether or not he really likes her or not. A man, his value is based off of his financial situation. So he could be like, you know what, does this woman really like me? Is she jacking, or does she only like me for my money? Or is she only trying to go out on dates because she knows she's going to get a free dinner or drinks or whatever, but it's not going to go anywhere past that. So until I can figure that out, I'm financially celibate. But imagine that though, you're on like your third date and the man's like, yo, you know what, this is going really well, you're cool, I like you, but you know, I'm still a little bit uncomfortable. I'm still trying to figure out where this might go. So until then, I pay my half of the meal, you pay yours. Like, that does sound wild.
It's fair.
But it does make sense. And again, just so we're clear, I don't condone this. I think if a man asks a woman out, he should be paying the bill. But as far as understanding, it does sound funny, but there is some truth to it, and it does hold a little bit of water. But what do y'all think? You feel me?
I love this concept. I'm saving my money for marriage. I'm saving my wallet, my credit cards, all that for marriage. Why can't we make this a state and federal law that all men should be financially celibate?
Financial celibacy, it's the new thing that these young men are focusing on when it comes to dating. And as Unc, I just want to say I'm proud of y'all.
Yeah. Unc over here is also very proud of young men that have opened up their eyes.
You always hear women say, my body, my choice. Rightfully so. But as a man, you should be able to say, my wallet, my choice. Side note, you should also care about your body as a man.
True.
Don't just go around and sleep with anybody. Have respect for yourself as well. Now
Agreed.
back to what I was saying. Your money's a part of your value. As a man, you had to get up and go earn that money. Get to know the woman that you're talking to before you decide to spend money on her. A lot of women hate to have conversations with you before you take them on a date. And it's not that they're worried about whether or not they're gonna like you. They're worried about whether or not you're gonna like them when you get to know them. Get to know her for who she is, beyond just what she looks like. Because sometimes that's the trick that gets you caught up. You're so caught up in how good she looks that you don't even take the time to get to know her as a person to see if you like her or not.
And this was the smartest thing that men can do. And there was also a study put out that showed that men spend $15,000 a year at least trying to date women, and in some instances even having a girlfriend.
15,000 US dollars. That is how much extra a man in a relationship usually spend. That's over 2.4 million Jamaican dollars.
A recent financial study found that men spend about $15,000 or more when he's in a relationship compared to when he's single. This includes paying for dates, helping out with the bills, and funding a woman's maintenance. This figure is just an average because some men spend significantly more depending on their lifestyle and income. Economists explain that these costs are part of the relationship premium, a term used to describe financial.
And this is why men say they're better off without relationships. If we're gonna be costing us $15,000 plus a year and you don't reciprocate, what's the point?
Responsibilities that come with long-term relationships. While many men willingly cover these expenses, the difference in annual spending can impact savings and investments over time. Relationship coaches advise couples to discuss financial expectations early on. This will help avoid any misunderstandings. Transparent conversations about budgeting and long-term planning can help ensure financial health for both partners.
Average man spends £15,000 a year on their partner in a relationship, bro. And you know what? I'll tell you the funniest thing. I actually believe this statement as well, bruv. Sometimes, bruv, chicks here, they ask for too much stuff, innit, bruv? Like, bruv, you work, innit? You got your own job. Why don't you just buy your own things? Why do you need us to buy it for you? And then the thing is, yeah, we spend so much money on our partners. What do we get out of it? Bruv, you can't...
But they don't spend anywhere close to that on us. It's obvious that it's a one-way street majority of the time.
Even cook an egg, bruv. It's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of financial pressure for a guy. Oh, babe, can you buy me this Dior bag? $2,000. Oh, babe, can you buy me this? £500. Bruv, think about the man's mental health, but no one cares about a man's mental health, bruv. And then all they're doing is either sleeping or watching Netflix. Bruv, chicks love just watching bare Netflix all day long. I don't even know how you could do it, bruv. When it comes to buying things or going on holiday, bruv, they are on it, bruv.
Studies show that men in relationships spend an extra $15,000 or more per year when in a relationship.
I can see that.
That means paying for dates, helping out with bills, funding
That's
a
right.
woman's maintenance and things like
Extra
that.
$15K.
Yeah. I want to say, though, I feel like dating multiple women might be more expensive because people always say it's less
No, really? Why did you think that it would be cheaper?
expensive to be in a relationship.
And did any of you guys catch that where she said, oh, that's what happens when men date multiple women? She's trying to slide that in.
Oh, that's what she said. I thought it was just like they want to date multiple women because it's cheaper or something like that.
There. No, I think that applies to men in relationships too. A lot of guys, at least once or twice a year, will take their girlfriends on all-exclusive vacations, where some prices can go up to $5,000 for a week or two. And not to
True.
mention the casual dates with your girlfriend, you know, and going out of town.
I mean, I actually traveled quite a bit this year. When I went to Korea, that was like a $6,000 trip, just the Korea portion, and then the China portion was another $1,500. So that was a significant amount of money for me to be spending on a vacation. And then I just took a cruise. That cruise was $1,500, and but we split the costs. So.
Or whatever. That stuff can add up to $15,000 a year. So no, it's not just guys that's out dating multiple women. It's men in relationships, and let's not even talk about the cost that married men are paying.
What are your thoughts in regards to when the woman is the breadwinner and, you know, it's divorce time and she got to pay up a little bit?
The laws themselves are not gender biased.
If you build something with people, then we all split, you're owed something. Even if you were there tearing it down the whole time, then they need to pay a tax for not cutting your off sooner.
The real crux of this conversation is how women who at the same time want to be equal, want to make money, want to be boss, don't also want to accept the responsibility of what most leaders or what most bosses have to accept.
The divorce laws may actually finally get revised and modernized for these new modern relationships and modern women.
Pretty much, I'm going to hold back on how I spend on you until marriage or to whatever way you're holding back.
I mean, this is pretty much what we've been telling men. Just not spend money, save your money, take them out on cheaper dates and stuff like that. Now we just have a word for it. It's financial celibacy. But this is exactly what we've been telling men for the last few years.
How you give me access to you as a woman. And I look at it like this. If you're saying that you're celibate until marriage and he's saying that he's financially celibate until marriage, that's equality to me. Because why would I be giving you all of my resources on the front end in hopes that we'll reach some type of
consensus
mutual
later?
Understanding on the back end? Because that doesn't guarantee me anything. And I'm not saying that a woman should have to do something that she don't want to do because the man is saying that he's not going to pay. But why should a man have to pay what he doesn't want to pay?
Correct.
If he's not guaranteed that the relationship is going to be whatever it's going to be, it makes sense.
Then
Now,
there should be no guarantees on her end too. Makes sense.
I always say that if a man asks a woman out, he should pay for dinner. However, he should also be the one deciding what that dinner is, how much he wants to spend, and the woman doesn't have any say as far as how he spends his money. She can decide whether she wants to go or not, but that's as far as she can go. As it pertains to the financial celibacy part, men should already be doing that. Like I
agree.
Doing that. And men should have been doing that as
Agreed.
far as not spending their whole finances on women that they don't know rock with them.
This is why I said when P talked shit on this, and I was just like, bro, it's what we've been telling men this whole time. Yes, probably don't say it out in public, but this is what men have been doing.
Because the truth of the matter is, women that really rock with men will spend their money on those men while they rock with men. And so if you're a man and you're not sure about how she feels about you, you should already be financially celibate, because you should be pulling back what you offer the most as far as what they want the most until they're offering something to you that you see as valuable on your end. Money is always going to be a complex situation to talk about because everything costs something. But at the same time, when you're trying to decide who's responsible for paying that cost, the discussions have to be had, because women float around life expecting everybody to take care of them, especially men. And if men are saying, I don't
think that it's worth it for me to invest this much before I understand whether you think I'm worth it. I agree with that. But I say this all the time. You have to decide whether or not you're invested all the way before getting to this point. It shouldn't be a question of whether or not you should save money or spend money, because you should already know if this person is giving you what you feel is worth making those decisions for.
True.
Women have all the time in the world to wait you out.
I feel like it does take time for men to get to this point to understand this fully
and see what you're about, but you also have to do the same thing and vet them the same way.
Now, of course, this new trend, it is coming off a bit of a joke, because we know
Sure.
a lot of guys are still gonna take women on dates and pay for them. So for the women that's watching, don't get all overly dramatic. You ladies know some of these guys are still gonna trick and simp. And you would think most women would love this new concept. Financial celibacy is just equality, right?
Yep.
Women have their rights. Don't they agree that men should have their rights? And I think a lot of the women are really upset because they did not expect men to use the ultimate reverse card on them. This is so brilliant. And to think that women was talking about decentering men. Oh, hold the line, fellas. Hold the line. But I'm gonna stop the video right there.
Yeah, I have no issues with this because this is what we've been telling men. Obviously, we didn't use such a weird little term for it, which is a little goofy, I admit, but it's the proper method for men to protect themselves and their assets moving forward, especially with women. Right? We're not telling you, at least me, I'm not telling you guys to just tell every woman you date this, you know? But this is how you should be acting and protecting yourselves. That's all I'm saying. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.